Welcome to the final presentation of our Motif project. As you probably will know by now, we've been studying the energy harnessing from movements of handlooms, with the aim to improve the sustainability in the textile industry in Bangladesh. In this short video, we want to explain you the process we have been through and what we have achieved in the past few months. Initially, this is where we would have executed the project, in the hand touch factory in Bangladesh, of Muhammad Ali. However, due to travel restrictions, we decided to remain in the Netherlands and perform the research from home. Here, the specific part of the process of hand weaving is illustrated, where we investigated energy harnessing. But before we go into detail of our research, it is important to explain the relevance of the textile industry and, more importantly, the relevance of our project. The relevance of our project is directly linked to the size of the industry that we investigated. The weaving industry of Bangladesh was estimated to consist of the country's export for around 80% and was also regarded as the second largest producer of garments in 2016. Bangladesh consists of more than 500,000 handlooms, which are worked on by about 1 million weavers, of which about 50% are female workers. This industry is therefore viewed as a priority sector for development because of some of its characteristics, such as labor intensity, female employment, and profitability. However, due to the competition with power looms and large-scale productions, the smaller handweaving companies need to continuously improve their own production techniques. And as Jackie explained to us, there is an increasing demand from Western and more developed countries for sustainable and fair trade produced textiles. That is exactly the reason why our project is very relevant, as we aim to improve the sustainability in this textile industry by harnessing energy from the handloom movements. Now that you know why and what we have been working on, it is important for you to explain how we organized our internship. With this timeline, we illustrate the different phases we have been through, starting in November with our first phase, that most importantly consists of literature research and to find and locate experts that could help us with their expertise and to find funding for the building of prototypes. The final weeks of November, we extended this research to field research, where we investigated an actual handloom. We initiated contact with experts that we found useful, and we presented our project for funding with the Students for Sustainability organization. Next, in December, we made our first designs of the prototypes through sketches and using online software to see where the prototypes were still lacking. Before Christmas, we processed feedback from experts into our designs, and we were able to order materials in order to, in January, build the actual prototypes and perform testing. Furthermore, we wrote our final report using the results of this testing. By carefully analyzing the process of hand weaving, we were able to locate several spots on the handloom where we could potentially harness energy. However, because we did not have access to a handloom, we found a location in Amsterdam, a hand weaving studio of Eva Klee, who also helped us to give us all the details of the hand weaving process, and she provided us with necessary information that we could use to make our designs. As can be seen from the slide, we decided to use the wheel of the handloom to harvest energy. The first prototype used the so-called eddy current method, where two perpendicular magnetic fields harness energy from the movements. Unfortunately, this resulted in a power output that was negligible, and thus we continued to our second prototype. This second prototype uses magnetics as well. However, the magnetics are placed on the wheel and move along another strong magnet of copper wire, producing energy. Unfortunately, also this power output appeared to be negligible, and thus we turned to our third prototype, that is using a traditional dynamo, as can be seen on this slide. The prototype with this traditional dynamo was able to create a power output of nearly a single watt, which at first sight does not sound too impressive, however can be useful if future research shows that the energy produced by different handlooms can be combined into a bigger energy source in, for instance, a battery or a condensator. However, this was not in the scope of our project. Taking into consideration these results of our research, we recommend that future groups move away from the very specific scope of studying the energy harnessing from handlooms only. And we suggest that they also develop new ideas that, for instance, look into solar energy or LED lighting, which is way more sustainable than the current lighting in the factory in Bangladesh. To conclude, future groups can use our research and project as a foundation for their continuation on the Motif project, but should keep in mind that improving the sustainability of the textile industry is the main objective.